Good day, Team Telco. And in this video, we're just going to recap on the new use of analytic accounts. And we're going to look at their application on a requisition, as well as a new area, which is on new expenses. So just to recap, what is the analytic account? Analytic accounts, we said, are a method that we're going to be using along with for budget tracking to keep a track on our budgets and expenditure by different departments. So just to recap again, the important thing, we're creating a requisition and we're going to fill in the analytic account. How do you decide which analytic account to use? So for example, most of it will be along the lines of our departments, but let's say in this example, we were making a purchase of an inverter, all right, and this inverter is part of materials that are used for solar installation, all right, and I'm going to put in my vendor here. All right, I'm going to buy from a company called PFN Solar. All right, so in terms of the analytic that should be used here, this is an installation and it's going to fall into an analytic called service delivery. All right, service delivery, installations, and the year, obviously 2024. All right. Okay, so once I've done that, this is in order, and we then follow the rest of the process in terms of getting our requisition approved. The analytic account is set. If it's got any related projects or tasks, we know how to do the rest of this. All right, so that's very clear. Let's take another example. Let's say, let's change up. We're not doing solar anymore. Now it is a motor vehicle request. All right, so let's take a motor vehicle request and we pick our vehicle. All right, I'm going to use this B18. All right, so we know how to do the most of this. But now, again, which analytic account are we supposed to use in this instant? All right, so let's say it was a fuel request, because even fuel requests will need to be set into a particular analytic. Okay, let's have, okay, can't find my fuel. Let's just search there. All right, let's put in just the diesel there, and I'm buying this from Trek. All right. So which analytic does this belong to? So obviously the key consideration is, as the requester of this fuel for my vehicle that I've set here, which department do I fall into? All right. So in this instance, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say I belong to the operations department, and I'm just going to use the analytic that is transport. All right, transport and logistics. All right, and 24 to show again the year. That's how I know it's the right one. And there we go. And again, I get my requisition processed as usual. All right, it's going to take some getting used to. It's going to take a few iterations, but once you've done one type of requisition, you'll know going forward which analytic to apply to it. Second example, let's just talk about expenses. And we know that we do expenses for all sorts of things. When we need to request our T&S, when we need to get a refund maybe for certain funds that have been expended, and we know how to create these already. All I'm introducing you to here is that, again, this analytic account will show up here. All right. So if I needed a requisition, let's say for airtime, and I'm going to set my product. What is it called? Net one. Nope. Sorry. Net one. All right. So there's my airtime requisition. I fill in all the other needful. And again, depending on my function and my department, I'm going to set again this analytic account. So let's say in this instance, I'm part of the customer service center team. So I'm going to set customer service center.